friends, welcome back to my channel, Make and Make, where I always try to encourage you, if you can't get it to make, then make it make. All right, so it's been quite some time since I've posted. I'm sorry, I've just been so incredibly busy, just having a son graduate, doing the graduation party, and trying to send my son off to college. It's definitely our first time around for a journey like this, so there's been a lot, just a lot. So if you see me talking also with band-aids on my thumbs, it's because I've been also battling an allergic reaction that has affected all my fingers, and my thumbs are the last ones to heal. So we're still working on that. But today's video is about the garden, and boy, has it grown, and a couple things that I've learned along the way that I just want to share with you all and talk to you about. So I planted about 14 different varieties of tomatoes, and they all seem to be doing pretty well. The only thing that I'm finding hard about planting tomatoes is figuring out how to prune them. Maybe I'm making it a little bit more difficult than what it is. But I am still learning, and I feel like every source I go to says something different. So I guess I'm gonna have to figure out at some point what is working for me. Thank God I have a lot of tomato plants to be able to sort of test out what I'm learning. If you want to know which type of tomato plants I have, I did make a video of me planting all of them. I don't remember them all off the top of my head, but we are producing some beautiful fruit here. I'll give you a close-up. We're definitely getting some nice big tomatoes, and it's been a lot of fun to see the different types of tomatoes that are growing. Another thing that I'm learning with growing a garden is to really keep an eye on the produce, because you can get things such as this. Had I noticed this, I would have pulled it out sooner, but I guess I'll just cut it out whenever it's ready. I'll show you the cucumber as well. Here is a cucumber that grew in the fence. I mean, we're just gonna cut it off and eat it. The cucumber plants are doing really well. I only planted 2 plants, and I had to add more trellis with some string. This is my makeshift trellis, but you know what, it's working, it's doing its job, and I'm fine with that. From the 2 plants, I'm getting cucumbers, I would say about every 2 to 3 days. I get about 5 or 6 of them. So this is kind of good. Having this small garden has been able to sort of give me a gauge of how much I should be able to plant next year, or that I want to plant next year based on the yield this year and how many plants I've planted. So we definitely want to do more cucumbers, because as nice as it is to have this, it's not enough for me to can out of a garden. So I'm still going to have to rely on the Amish for a lot of my produce in regards to canning it, having enough to can for the winter. Pan patties, they're doing pretty good. They're producing fine. It's just that we're not really eating them a whole ton. You know, I thought my daughter would really like them a lot, and she does. It's just not, she doesn't want them as much as they're producing. These are my jalapeno plants. They're looking really good. I mean, they're producing wonderfully. And I have 4 of them. Try and make some cowboy candy out of these. I already harvested my peppers. They gave me, I think, about 6 of them. It turned out great. They were at least like this big, which is wonderful. These are the Melody peppers that I have growing. We're super excited about them. No, I'm sorry, not Melody. That's funny. Mini Bell Mix. I don't know why I said Melody, but Mini Bell Mix. Anyway, that's what we have going on here and here. So I have had gardens before. It's just this time around it was different. The garden used to be all the way over there, but there's been a tree since that has grown super tall over the years and has produced a lot more shade than I'd like to actually have a garden in. So I moved it here closer to the house because I have full sun right here, and also because I have a hose closer to the house. There's a couple other little projects that I am working on. I've just been really enjoying taking my time in the garden and just learning. But one of the things that I did get this year was a bouquet of gorgeous, what are they called? Hydrangeas, yes. And I decided to try to propagate them, and I'm gonna show you what they look like. So these are my hydrangea clippings. I don't know how they're gonna turn out. This is pure experiment. I've never propagated a flower from a stem before to see if it can get rooted. So this is my experiment to that. I certainly hope so, because if you've ever bought a hydrangea plant, they're about $35 to $40, at least around here, and that's super expensive. And these hydrangeas were just so gorgeous that I could not have not taken the opportunity to at least try. You know what I mean? So I have 4 of them. And the first thing I did was take 2 cups, plastic cups, and I filled them up. Well, at first I cut the sides here so I have some drainage. And then I took my hydrangea and clipped around the leaves, popped them in there. Now, and then I put a cup on top and then sealed it with tape. And then I just put it back in this jar because I just wanted to make sure that we were using water over and over. And this isn't even water that I've added. This is just this whole system working as one. I don't know if I would take it out, if it would dry out because of this. It's not supposed to, but I just wanted to see how this would work, if it would work. Again, I'm not teaching anything here. I'm just showing you what I'm doing and see what comes of it. So I have 4 of them this way, and so far so good. I certainly don't want to get ahead of myself, but so far so good. Nothing has died. This has been about 2 weeks, so we will see what happens, and I'm excited to take you on this journey to see if it works or not. If it doesn't work, I'm still going to show you. Some people really know what they're doing when it comes to these. I saw a couple of YouTube videos about it, but this is kind of what I came up with, combining all of those videos. Okay, thank God we're inside. Oh my word, it's hot. All right, so we are in my basement now, and another one of the projects I've been working on has been canning as much chicken broth, bone broth as I possibly can. And the reason why I didn't bring you on this journey is because I've made so many videos on how to make chicken broth. And if you want to know how to do that, I'll make sure that I put the iCard here or here. So I have about over 30 quarts of chicken broth, and that's a lot because I seem to make it all throughout the winter. And I really just don't want to do that all winter long. I want to have it so that way it's on the shelf, it's convenient, and I can make as much soup, use it in rice, stews as I want, and it's just there and it's ready. So I've been working a lot on that, making the chicken broth, taking off the chicken, freezing the chicken, then taking the bones and dehydrating them, and then grinding them up as bone meal to use again for soup, stews, for the dogs, etc. So that is what I have been up to lately. I hope that you all have enjoyed this video. I am going to be making cucumbers again real soon, and I'll make sure to bring you along for that journey because the video I have is so outdated. And you know, why not make another one with you? Because cucumbers, for some people, really hard to keep nice and crisp. And mine seem to be okay after years of learning. I finally feel like I have it down pat. Anyway, take care, and as always, it's always so good to see you guys, and God bless.